It is the 8th all-time meeting between Carolina Ascent FC and Fort Lauderdale United FC. Alongside Renee Washington, I'm Jack Edwards here with you in the broadcast booth. It was a matchup we highlighted in the open. The last time these teams played, it was a 1-0 win on that occasion for Fort Lauderdale. The teams have trended in different directions since that game. What does this one have in store for us? First, the lineup for the home side, Carolina. 4 straight shutouts. Why make any changes, Renee Washington? They don't make any changes in the roster. Here is the lineup for Paul Jennison, the interim for Fort Lauderdale United. A 4-4-2 shape for them in this one. 2 changes after that 2-0 defeat at Lexington. Lauren Aldrich is our center official. We have the whistle from her, and we're underway from Charlotte, North Carolina. Alongside Renee Washington, Jack Edwards. Title match, and despite their successful year in 2024-25, they were sent home there. But in the box now, Shania Gordon gets the shot away, and it's parried over the bar. Sydney Martinez.
We've seen some close calls here, and this is the best look we've seen so far. Great job and heads-up play, just getting numbers forward, and then Hamid just slots it wide. Well done by Gordon to get.
Memorial Stadium watching on this one. A great searching ball in, all the way through the back post. A foul was given. Wouldn't have counted if someone from Carolina was able to latch onto it.
This is great placement, not only in terms of her being able to drop it perfectly behind the back line of Fort Lauderdale, but look at the numbers that Carolina had there. You do see where that foul was called as Mace was brought down, but you like for Carolina that you at least saw better numbers getting in to contest that one.
Oop, turned over in a very dangerous spot. Parried away. Big time stop by Haley Craig. This the closest Carolina have come.
Deja vu to how Fort Lauderdale gave up their first goal in their last game. This time it's Shea Groom that's able to pick their pocket.
Coleman. That is the end of our first 45 minutes. A closely fought match so far between Carolina and Fort Lauderdale, like the last match last fall. Ready to get up and running. Carolina 0, Fort Lauderdale 0. Jack Edwards, Renee Washington here with you.
Underestimate the pace and angle of that ball into the box. Saw it in well.
That one hits the back of Thompson.
Again, most people 2 days into a new job are still filling out some paperwork and getting into some onboarding. She's in the game.
Thompson, a collegiate career that took her from West Virginia to UCF, originally from Broward. Corbin just tosses one. George trying to get stuck in here. Drives along with this one. The C's part, and George drives in, and her shot is saved by Craig. Another one. A fantastic double save.
As you mentioned, fantastic by Haley Craig. This should have been a goal. Mackenzie George does a good job of spinning here, and that just is the parting of the Fort Lauderdale Sea. Wide open, a touch or two that she took too many, and honestly here, that needs to be a shot. I know the ball's not in a perfect place. Yeah, if you're Fort Lauderdale, this is what you want. You're disrupting, you're making the game ugly at times.
Here's Lucy. George in the box now. Is she bumped down from behind? Yes, she is. Renee.
Did we manifest a penalty kick?
I think that's just good reading of the game from you.
As Tyler loosely slots this one across to Mackenzie George, and there's the foul in the back, and then bodies hit the deck.
Corbin against Craig, and what a penalty it is from Mia Corbin. Picks out the top left corner with some precision. And Carolina take the lead at home. Back-to-back weeks, it's Mia Corbin to get things started from the penalty spot.
Well, we called it moments after a previous foul happened that a foul, a penalty kick, a set piece could be the difference in a tight game like this. Lo and behold, it's the ball from talent as to why they've been on this 11 winless game streak. It's just mistakes here and there, but they still have the confidence, they still have the belief, and how they've been handling these losses well. You know, it's as a unit, they've been sticking together. So you've seen the fight in this team today, but now Carolina starts in the water.
Coleman, low shot misses just wide. Groom, rather, I should say. Shea Groom due to the yellow card she sustained in the first half. It's worked well to Tyler Lucy. In transition, slides one forward. Groom goes one further. Corbin along to the left-hand side. Rolled along for Merrick. Maybe a chance for her to strike, and hits the post.
Number 13 on that right flank keeps getting fed some good services. That one was a post away from an insurance goal.
This match stays at 1-0. Set pieces like that will continue to offer threat for Fort Lauderdale to try and get a point out of this one. They have been outshot 13-2. They have a bit more possession, but they haven't translated that into opportunities. Mia Corbin's goal separates the sides. She plays a pass forward. The back heel attempted, pushed away. It's kept in play, but risky here. They lose it in their own box, rolled back for Cook, can't get it out of her feet. It rolls still in the shot off target. Groom keeps it in and puts it back in for George, who brings it down, trying to get a shot away, just can't quite. And the clearance bounds off a Carolina player, out for a goal kick.
Very nearly deflected in by Tyler.
The Ascent had numbers here as Mackenzie George takes it. You see the underlapping run by Shea Groom, drives it across there. Nobody home, and then Groom able to track it down and serve it across the box again as they recycled their runs. And the numbers have been there for the Ascent. They're doing a good job getting forward. Now you want to see even just them continue that evolution of getting their runs with conviction, picking out a teammate. But they're definitely continuing to put the pressure on.
Gordon into the box. It's a good ball for Locklear. Lays it along. Gonzalez equalizing against her former side. Heavily against the run of play, but Fort Lauderdale don't mind. It's Carolina 1. Fort Lauderdale United 1.
Fort Lauderdale's just been lurking, trying to tie things up, and here they come. It's down that right flank by none other than Shania Gordon, and with good numbers, how about the trailing run here by Kathrynn Gonzalez, able to just perfectly time it, runs underneath none other than Kiara, who we, of course, highlighted in Locklear for all that she's helped contribute.
Puts it in the mix. Kiara Locklear, her header off target. And it's the last touch of the match. Locklear can't get another against Carolina, but Fort Lauderdale fight back for a point. It finishes Carolina 1, Fort Lauderdale United 1.